Have you ever gone through a root canal? You know, you go to the dentist and they have to do this procedure on you and you're sitting on the chair, you're waiting for the root canal to arrive. If you have, you probably don't remember that as a very pleasant experience. Well, there's a company called Clarison, and they were doing a study about meetings, and they found that 8% of the people who responded to this study would rather go to a root canal than attend another meeting. Bonjour, this is Cyril from Work Smarter Better. In this video, I want to share one simple tip that can improve your meeting effectiveness. I work with many leaders around the world, super busy people, and when we talk about meeting, what I found is they spend so many hours per day meeting. On average, they have about 7 meetings per day, and it ends up consuming more than 70% of their time. Now, I'm not saying meeting are good or bad. There's a lot of good things that happen to meeting. But again, when I ask the same leaders their feeling about meeting, what I hear is, I've got too many meetings, they're too long, they're not very well prepared. A lot of the time in the meeting could have been done much quicker. So there's a lot of complaint about the quality of the meeting behind that. I ask people a very simple question. Think about the last 10 meetings you attended, and out of those 10 meetings, how many were really unique? And how many were quite similar? Now, what I mean by similar is, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it's quite similar in format, in content. You know, the kind of meeting that you do on a weekly basis or fortnightly basis, or the kind of meeting you do on a regular basis with some prospect or client or stakeholders. And the answer I get from the people I work with is roughly about 80% of the meeting they do are quite similar. And so my question for them is, if that's the case, why wouldn't you follow a recipe? If you are to cook a cake on a regular basis, well, you're not going to try to reinvent the wheel every time. You're going to follow a recipe. It should be exactly the same for your meetings. And so what I suggest to them is to use a framework. I personally use a 9-box framework. I do a 3x3, so I do 9 boxes. And I try to think about my meeting in those 9 boxes. What do I say at the beginning? Kind of a quick introduction. Then I go to the M and the M and the agenda of the meeting. Then I have a quick discussion. So I'm really trying to think about what are the different tempo. Now, it doesn't have to be 9 box. You can have 6, you can have less, but I find quite useful to do this 9 box. And I go through the logic of the meeting. And yeah, the first time you do it, you have to spend a bit of time. I mean, maybe you spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes preparing this and doing your 9 box. And that really helped me to prepare the meeting and have much more effective meetings. Once I have those 9 box, I do the meeting and I come back to them after the meeting and improve it, tweak it, little improvement there. So that over time, my framework becomes much better and much better. It means that my meetings are much quicker to prepare. It means that they are much quicker to deliver. I can go and get to where I want in much faster time, and the quality of the meeting, we go straight to the right point rather than losing ourselves in different points. And so therefore, I don't dread meetings like I would dread a root canal. So my question to you is, if there's any meeting right now that would really benefit from a simple framework that you could create, even if it's just the first draft. This is this week's Work Smarter Better tip. You have a lovely day. À bientôt.